built my car. It's a love affair, mainly Jesus and my hot rod. Yeah.
You're listening to Jonesy's Jukebox on KLOS. That was Ministry, Jesus Built My Hot Rod, Nazareth, Razamanaz, Rose Tattoo, track called Nice Boys, Turbo Negro, Self-Destructo, Bust, Status Quo, Roll Over, Lay Down, yeah, Thin Lizzy, Dancing in the Moonlight, The Mutants, Your Desert, My Mind, that's new, lovely track, Van Halen, Ain't Talking About Love. We started with The Clash, Police and Thieves. If that didn't get you going, I don't know what did, man. That was pretty cool. My guest is here, Jerry Cantrell.
What's up, Jonesy?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Got a big gig tonight.
Yep, Wilton.
At the Wilton.
Yep.
And then you're playing
Fox Theater at Pomona tomorrow.
And then you're
I think
San Francisco at
Masonic. Yeah, in San Francisco.
Masonic Temple. Is it in Oakland? Is it called the Masonic Temple?
I think it's the Masonic Theater. Yeah.
Oh, a theater.
Yeah.
Auditorium.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
I did a weird thing up there once. In Oakland, Masonic Temple. It was like a men's weekend.
Okay.
I was wondering if it's the same place, but that's one of them, like man places, like what do you call it, Freemason joints?
Yeah, yeah.
Classic old building.
Last time we were up there, we played the Fox in Oakland. Yeah.
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 That was a bizarre place. It was the first time I ever cried.
Masons, man. Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
It was like 200 dudes.
Okay.
Doing this weekend thing.
Yeah, I got you.
You're not meant to talk about it, but I will say that's the first time I ever teared up. I'd always run if I felt myself tearing up because I didn't want no one to see me crying.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
I'm still not great at it, you know. But if I'm at home watching a silly movie where it gets teary, I'll actually start bawling. But I've never yet to do it since that Masonic place in front of anyone. Start bawling.
The anti-man thing, actually show emotion. Yeah.
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 It's weird, isn't it? You don't want to cry in front of someone.
That's how we're raised, you know.
Yeah. But you do see dudes who do it. They have no problem, and I admire them. I wish I could do it.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's something wrong with me if I'm crying in front of people.
Yeah. That's probably how you're raised and the generation you come from.
Yeah, just stuff it.
My dad don't cry.
Stuff your feelings.
Yeah.
Stuff your feelings and hang yourself later.
Rooster don't cry.
That's right. And big cocks don't cry.
He does too, but
I know.
He's gotten better at it.
Did so you're a little under the weather?
Yeah.
Your throat.
I've had, my voice went out on me actually speaking to my dad in Oklahoma. He came to the show and just out of the blue, my throat went out on me like second song, so I barely made it through the set and definitely kind of incurred some wear and have been kind of trying to medicate it with Chinese herbs and trying to keep my throat lubricated, but then it went out again on me in Phoenix, so I've had a little bit of a rough run. So I'm just trying to I got 4 shows left. I think I got enough throat to get through 4, and then we'll be off for a while. So yeah. So if I'm a little off tonight, folks, give me a little break.
do you like touring?
I do. I mean, it's the cool part of the job, the gypsy part of the job. You get to actually go all over the world, places you would never probably go on your own.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple places you would, but
it's the best It's the best way to see things.
Absolutely, and to meet people. Just to get out of this country is a good thing. Get out of the country that you live in, that your whole world is in. There's a whole world out there.
Yeah.
And the lens that you see things and hear things through in your little country or whatever, are quite a bit different outside. And
what do you think of Europe when coming from America?
I love Europe. I mean, I think the first time we went over was in '89 or '90, and we went over as support for Megadeth and the Almighty in '90, I think, '89, '90, and we got to go all over the UK and Scotland and Ireland and France and Germany. It was great, man. It was so fun. Great tour.
You remind me of is your ancestors from England?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
You English?
I'm a I'm a Euro mutt. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You look like a.
I got some. I got a little Irish. Mostly Czech and Norwegian. Little
Yeah.
American Indian sprinkled in, and some other things.
How did you know that? Did you do ancestry.com or something?
No, my
Told you.
my mother's my mother's mother is from Norway, and her father's from Czechoslovakia. So,
Yeah.
or at the time was Czechoslovakia. Now it's Czech Republic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the Viking thing going
Yeah.
on. You ever thought getting a set of horns with a helmet?
I have worn a helmet with some horns on occasion. Yeah.
Do you remember I told you this before we was talking, and I thought this is a good stage name for you. Do you remember what it was?
I don't. I can't wait to hear it.
Give me some echo. Jerry Chemtrail.
Chemtrail, nice. Yeah, well, I was known to do some chems back in the day, so that fits. Yeah, yeah.
It's like Johnny Thunders.
Cantrell, Gactrell.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all good.
Krell.
Krell.
Excellent.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. So, was you from Seattle originally?
Just south of Tacoma, Washington. Yeah.
Yeah. And who was you the first band? Who was the first band out of the grunge? Who was like the first band that kind of started?
The first band that started it all, as far as like the rest of the world kind of getting opened up to it, is Soundgarden. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Soundgarden got signed to A&M. That was the first major label signing, and they put out a record. And Mother Love Bone was second on Polygram, I believe. And unfortunately, Andy passed away right as that record came out, and we were the third major band signed to Columbia. Yeah, and our records kind of came out in quick succession. Yeah.
And then when Nirvana came after you guys?
Nirvana and Pearl Jam came after. Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Amazing, man.
Yeah. But we were all.
Was you rocking before that?
It was all happening. We were all. All of these bands were making great music, and
there was a scene happening before anything happened.
It was so cool because it was just our thing, man. You know what I mean?
It's always the best.
It was just our thing, and we weren't trying to impress anybody other than the people in our town.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much the scope of our goals. To be able to sell out the Central Tavern.
Yeah.
And play the local bar that everybody played, and going to meeting each other and hanging out with each other and going to each other's shows. I mean, it was a really supportive kind of cool thing, and nobody was trying to be like you. They were just trying to be like them, and that's what you respected about them.
Yeah.
And that's also what made you want to just do your own thing as well. So I think that's why all of the bands that came out during that particular time, including like Mudhoney and Screaming Trees and a few others out of that time, not one band sounds like the other.
It was
cool.
them times are always the good. That was the great time for me before it exploded.
Before it exploded, yeah.
It's the best.
It was awesome.
It's the best. You can't even explain it to people, because then it becomes this other thing. It goes into this other place where no one really gets it.
Yep.
But they're on it,
And everything is traveling at such a fast speed, and you're so all over the place and all over the world, and you're touring, and you're separated from where you started. It's a lot to take for a bunch of young guys. You know? Yeah.
How old was you then when you exploded?
Let's see. We signed our deal
21
when I was 24. We started the band when I was 21.
Okay.
Yeah. 87.
Was there a lot of crap bands from up there that tried to get in on it?
There was a ton of bands,
them, right? And they were probably getting signed too, thinking they were going to be the next big thing, or they were that bad.
There were a few after the fact that maybe didn't have the legs to go the distance, but they got a shot,
Yeah.
But it was a really artist-friendly, music-friendly place. It was just the coolest thing, It's like I didn't have a pot to piss in. I didn't have any place to live. I'd crash on couches. I met Lane and ended up crashing in his rehearsal room, which he lived in. And every day was an adventure. How you were going to eat, trying to get downtown to go to the Vogue or the Central or whatever bar, or go see whatever band was playing, and meet somebody maybe to spend the night on her couch, or hopefully in her bed, and to have a place to sleep that night, and kind of pool, just the Three Musketeers vibe, like we're all working and scamming for each other to get, one guy's got a line on a chick who's whose parents are out of town, so we can use her car to get to the gig, and we can also rate her refrigerator, and you know,
Yeah.
and another guy's working on, you know, actually has a job trying to pay rent for, you know, the rehearsal place or the house rent or whatever. But it was just cool. It was like one for all for one. And
Did it change for you lot once you became famous as far as a unit? Did the egos kick? That's my experience. When you're doing what you just said, it's all great, you're all together. Then success comes.
yeah.
Then it changes. The egos start kicking in. Oh, I'm better than that guy. You don't need him.
I think I don't think that was an element with us. We were just kind of and I think like a lot of the bands from Seattle, or any band for a matter that goes through that, your scope of like reference is completely blown away.
Yeah.
So it's easy to stray. It's
Yeah.
easy to float.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And before you know it, you're all kind of
All over
not
the
as
place.
not as tight as you used to
Yeah.
be. You know, your the drugs, partying, you know, just the opportunities, because you kind of are the hot thing, you know,
Yeah.
open up in weird situations, and it's just kind of something that
Nature of the beast.
it is the nature of the beast. Yeah.
We got to do the top of the hour. So we playing a song. So what are we doing now? Okay, we're going to do top of the hour. Jerry Cantrell is my guest. They're playing tonight at the Wilton. Let's do the business.
Jonesy's Jukebox is brought to you